What's up, Hoopers? I'm back with another shoe review. This time, this is a new pickup that I hit off the SNKRS app. I'm excited to talk to you about it and get into the details and really give you my honest opinion on the shoe. So let's get into it. As you can see, we have the Nike Dunk Animal Pack Zebra edition. There was the Cheetah edition, which I also tried to hit for on the SNKRS app. Missed on that one. To be quite honest, I wanted the Cheetah one more, only because I felt that the neutral tones in that shoe are perfect with virtually any outfit. The same goes for this shoe, not gonna lie. The black, gray, and kind of blue tinted gray. I don't know what that color exactly is, but that color, kind of makes this a shoe that works with nearly anything. I mean, that also was appealing to me as well about the shoe, was just the overall neutrality, if that's a word, but really just the ability to wear it with a number of different outfits and colors drew me to the shoe, as well as the pattern. Having kind of a zebra inspired pattern looked kind of cool. Now I'm gonna be quite honest, I thought this shoe was going to be darker. If you look at the photos that have been posted online of this shoe, the ones that they use as the display photos on like the SNKRS app, Nike.com, the zebra detailing looks a lot darker in the photos, or at least it did to me. When I got this shoe, I was pleasantly surprised to see that that part of the shoe was lighter, so that you can really help see those stripes pop just a little bit more. At first, I was a little disappointed just because I thought the kind of dark, real subtle stripes looked really cool and just kind of made this shoe, like an all black dunk low, which, I mean, that works any time of the year, right? But to have it, with some subtle stripes gives it, kind of a unique look, which for the most part everyone wants when they're picking up shoes, right? You want something that not only appeals to you, is important and unique to you and your style and kind of the things that you like. This shoe is a good example of that for me. Just the subtle details that I appreciate. Now, okay, let's be honest about the quality of these shoes from Nike. It's not that great. Quality's not that great. If I told you that, or actually, if someone told me that this was a like AA grade replica, I'd believe them. And honestly, I wouldn't even be tripping. I'd be like, okay, cool, I can fool with it. But the only thing that would make me think that is the stiffness of this leather. This used to be 35 plus years ago. This shoe was introduced as a basketball shoe. Now, if they use the same leather and the same kind of cushioning system for the low back then that they do now, yeah, goodbye Achilles, see you later ankles. I also might be a bit jaded because I'm used to SBs. Big skate culture here in Seattle, big dunk SB culture up here. The first pairs, at least the first 3 pairs of dunks I'd ever purchased were SBs. So I got used to having the extra cushioning on the tongue around the ankle collar or the heel collar, whatever you call this back piece, as well as parts of the toe box as well. I got used to kind of having that cushioning, and in my mind, I just thought that's how dunks are supposed to be. In my mind, that's how dunks should be. They all should have that kind of cushioning, similar to an Air Force One. I chose the 11.5 because That's the only one I could hit for. I wanted to hit for the 11. Part of the reason why I wanted to shoot for the 11, which is a half size smaller than my true size. 11 and a half, I would say, is my true size, because whatever shoe it is, most likely an 11 and a half is going to work. I may have a little bit of room, or it may be perfect. 11 and a half is going to work. Understanding certain shoes, this shoe in particular, understanding that there's not going to be a whole lot of cushioning around the front and the majority of your foot, I would have gone a half size down, which would have fit my foot perfectly. But hitting on 11 and a half, there are pros and cons. The pros of it is that my feet are never going to feel cramped. I'm never going to run into issues where my feet are uncomfortable. But I may run into issues of hard creasing, which really don't give a fuck. Wear your shoes, right? I should pull out this sticker from the heel. Just wear this shit. Because honestly, I'm probably going to keep this shoe. Even if the resale value was pretty high. Dunks, if I'm shooting for a dunk, I want it. I'm not shooting for dunks for resale. I'm not gonna bother with dunks in that community. Just kind of that wave of resellers, just because it's volatile. Like, a lot of these new buyers aren't really too familiar with the history with a lot of these dunks. Obviously, the history is what runs up the price and runs up the value, which is understandable for nostalgic reasons. But the irony of it is, at least for me, is that as someone who is going to be 35 years old soon, this shoe came out when I was born. 15 years later, the shoe was released, at least in my mind, into my perspective and shoe visibility. This shoe was released, and it was something to love and behold. And a lot of the shoes came out were exclusives, kind of the first wave of collabs between different artists, designers, different streetwear and skate shops, which was a really cool idea. So that's what kind of built up a bit of that value. And then just the limited amount, right? Like, it's hard to find a shoe from 15 years ago, especially if it's a shoe that has a limited release, because it's like a friends and family release where you have to get it at the store from someone who works at the store, because you know someone who works at that store. So I totally understand the value, but to be quite honest, the game is kind of crazy right now when it comes to dunks. If you're able to grab a pair that you like, these new versions suck. Now, let me not say that. Let me rewind that. These new versions, the quality is not what you would expect of quality in years past. Obviously, we understand that. That happens a lot with the shoes that we have now. Keep in mind, if you can hit on your size, which would be a half size up, you're going to be fine. This is a shoe where you can sacrifice going a half size down. You could even go a full size down, yank out the insoles, and probably make it work. But your feet are going to be uncomfortable if you go that route. Happy with the purchase. Let me know what you think. You know, did you guys grab these? Did you get the cheetahs? You know, to be honest, if I could find someone who would want to do a trade, zebra for a cheetah, straight up, I'm with it. I doubt that'll happen, just because the resale value for the cheetah is higher than the resale for the zebra, so I'll have to throw some money on top. And to be quite honest, I don't like the cheetah that much. Not enough to put some extra money on it. So once again, this has been another shoe review from your boy. If you like the content, let me know. Comment, like, of course, subscribe. A lot of you guys have been subscribing. I'm seeing new notifications, great comments. I appreciate the feedback from everybody. Those comments and all that positive energy, positive vibes, positive feedback is what really motivates me to really keep making content for you guys and really exploring the entire perspective of hoop. You know, it's not just basketball videos. It's not just shoe reviews. You guys have seen the basketball reviews. I'm getting knee sleeves, calf sleeves, shooting sleeves, doing reviews on those different things. Just every single product that surrounds and revolves around the life and lifestyle of a hooper. That's what I'm covering. That's what I'm talking about, and that's what I'm bringing to you guys. So once again, thank you for watching. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button. And until next time,